Yes, we should respect the judiciary. I completely respect the rule of law, and that's how we should build a government. But there are certain political issues that the judiciary has no business in. One of them is how to heal the nation, how to lead the nation, how to create the political culture to stop violence, how to create the wherewithal for national unity. I mean, the judiciary does not go into the microphones and talk to the people of this country. They look at the two books that were left with the Indian Penal Code, that is the Europeans, British government left here, and they decide on those things and on customary law. It's actually two books at the Kenya School of Law. So I think that they should stay out of politics and let the leaders of this country build this bridge so that we can move on to the next step where we can hand over to your generation and to my generation, and we can say, okay, how are we going to build this country? And how are we going to move forward? That's the question that we have at this.
But Ahmed, very many people argue that of course, we understand we need a peaceful country, we need a conducive environment for business and for economic growth, but do we really need to fundamentally alter the constitution to achieve that?
Yeah, can I answer that, please? There were two tribes in government, the Kalenjin and the Kikuyus. There was nobody else. The other big tribes were out in the cold. And because the tribalism is a fact here. I come from northern Kenya, from the small minority clans, and I grew up among the Maasai. So my tribal sentiment is zero, because when I was growing up with Maasais and Kikuyus and Luyas and people. I was not growing up in Wajir and Mandera. So I want to tell you something. We need to stop being pretentious in this country, okay? These other tribes were out, and the political leaders of those tribes went in. Or these two tribes inside, they are not going to sit on that tribe. There's going to be violence. That's the real core of the issues of this country. It's stupid. It's pathetic. We know it is not something that is progressive. But we've been building this tribal nation for the last 50 years. Now that the chickens have come home to roost and everybody sees the violence and the divisions there, these two leaders sat down and said the country is going to go to the dogs. Let us make a deal. And they did, when we ought to support that deal. If you're an honest Kenyan and you know the politics of this country, and you're not meandering there in the kiosk saying something different and then coming on public television and saying something different. I come from a race of Republicans. I'm not going to come here and lie to you. We must make a deal. And we have to make a deal, and then we have to say we're going to change this tribal nonsense we have in this country, and we're going to get issues. If I was running for president and it was an issues-based, I would beat all of them, and I'd be the president. But the issue is that they're going to call on their Luos, they're going to call on their Kikuyus, they're going to call on their Luyas. And that is the problem of this country. We need to fix that.